Hi everyone, it's the Music Reel, Nicola Burton from Music Means Business. I have Manny, Michael and Mark, the pushies, with me today, and a very special guest. Namaste, Michael. We have Sacha Sewell. Now, Sacha, it is so good to see you. It's been, I think, a couple of decades since we last saw each other. We've known Sacha for a long time as an artist manager and an agent, but now I think what you're doing is festival management, festival site management, event management.
Yes, very much.
So obviously your life has changed dramatically since the middle of March as well.
Absolutely. It's funny, I used to work on a lot of the major festivals such as Big Day Out and Soundwave, Stereosonic in South Australia, and we saw they all fell over about a 2-year period. And what happened over that 2-year period, sort of around 2015, 16, all happened in about 2 weeks or 2 days to the music industry and the hospitality and events industry globally.
So what does this mean for you moving forward? What has changed? What events are you not doing, or what's been rescheduled or postponed, etc.?
Well, initially when the restrictions came in, we saw a lot of things being rescheduled. So things were pushed back months or 6 months or a year. And now what's happening, of course, is, there's still a few optimistic people out there, and, very much to be congratulated for working hard in that space to try and make things happen. But then, those postponements or deferrals all changed into cancellations, and,
right.
or, let's see you later 2020. We'll hopefully see you in 2021. What I've also seen, though, is just a lot of businesses, but also individuals fall over. People handing back their venues, trying to find other jobs, not having a job. It's been, it's unprecedented. I hate using that word. But yeah, never seen anything like it. But I think, as now the restrictions are starting to ease, there's a little bit more optimism creeping into that space that we will get to the other side, that we've bottomed out.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Manny.
Sacha, having worked on festivals and having the auspicious honour of being a one-time site manager, I'm just really curious from a fellow site manager, what the processes and protocols will be that once we open the doors to festivals again, what do you think the compliances will be, the health and safety? Will every person coming into a festival get screened for, like an increase of temperature? Will we all have to wash our hands? Spaces, importantly, we're told that we need to be, 4 square metres from each other at a festival. The reality of that is probably 0. Specifically from a festival point of view, what do you think those compliances? So anyone listening at the moment, what can they expect if they're a punter or a patron? And then on the other side of the fence, from the point of view of a festival promoter?
Yeah, excellent question. I mean, I think probably the starting point would be that each state will have different levels of compliance. Having run the festivals in every state and territory in Australia, every state, in Victoria you have a place of public entertainment permit. In Tasmania it's an occupancy permit. The model I actually quite like is the Western Australian model that actually makes a lot of sense, and that is a lot of the festival or mass gathering approvals are actually issued by their Department of Health. Declarations by various states and police officers are therefore going to vary. But what a different world it will look like, We're used to dealing with concerts and festivals down the front of the barrier there, anything up to 8 people per square metre. Temperatures of, 70 degrees Celsius in that space. My concern is that there will be an overreaction, and if you bear with me on this, I mean, I remember in the 90s when mosh pits became a thing and police started freaking out about them and wanted to arrest people who went crowd surfing, and there was this, massive overreaction. I think the key will also be a vaccine. If a vaccine is found, I don't think festival goers, once that's in place, they won't give a shit. They'll just go back to doing what they love doing.
Yeah.
There is always going to be that desire for that live experience, to be down the front of the stage, your favourite band, feel it in your heart, feel that, that grinding bass line, the sweat of the singer. And people were worried that with live streaming years ago that that would be the end of the live concert. It's bullshit. People are going to want to do that, and they're going to want to do it in droves.
Yes.
So as always, I'm sure there'll be another whole level of compliance, and for the promoters, a whole another level of expense and head fucks for them. And it's just, it will vary from state to state. And I think there will be, my prediction will be there'll be a bit of overreaction or a bit of mollycoddling or wanting to wrap everyone in cotton wool. But these things will always level out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Michael?
Sacha, with obviously you've been involved in festivals for so long, do you see like a change that, once sort of restrictions are eased and that sort of thing, do you think there might be smaller festivals or smaller sort of 1, 2, 3 band bills, or do you think it'll be sort of a matter of sort of the festivals will wait for a year or so? Or how do you see it sort of kicking back in? Is it the local band will sort of start to rise again, or what sort of scenarios do you sort of see happening in the next sort of 6 to 8 months?
Well, I think, the first point would be that while state borders are closed, hopefully that does see a resurgence in popularity for an unprecedented opportunity for local artists to get out there to fill that desire of people to see live music. So there's a fantastic opportunity there. I mean, what you're talking about, we had actually already seen in place. The big mega festivals like the Big Day Arts and the Sound Waves, and they once they stopped, but there really was a desire for people for that that smaller handcrafted, a bit like for that smaller, more intimate experience where they got there was better food, there was better beer on offer, there was a greater connection to what was happening. So I think that was well in train already, and like anything, these things are all cyclical. But as we're going out in stages, I think that will that smaller thing is going to be what will happen first. Obviously, if we can go to 100 people or to 500 people or 1,000 people, whatever, the events will be designed. A lot of people are working in the space now, are designing events and experiences in line with what those gathering capacities will be.
Yeah.
That's a great insight.
Mark.
Yeah, actually, Sacha, from your perspective, I suppose, is there anything out there that these fans, these live music fans, can do in the near future to help out the industry? Because obviously, it's going to be a bit of a long-term sort of plan that you guys are going to have in place. But is there anything the average punter can do in the meantime to help this along?
Well, while we're in the stages of lockdown and restrictions that we're in now, I mean, the most important thing would be to make sure that there is a sustainable income for those artists. So do everything that you can do. So whether that's buy their T-shirts, download their tunes, and also get out and listen to, share with your friends, listen to new music, find out who the local guys in the next neighbourhood are. Make them feel that that their art that they're creating is valued and loved, and share it with the world.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so pretty much, Sacha, what you're saying is it's a whole reset of this industry. The traditional festival model, I guess, is not necessarily going to work again for a while. And artists are really going to have to up their game and build their brand so that they've got enough value for a festival to actually want to book them, to actually bring the ticket buyers back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, we've got a lot to think about, guys. A lot to think about. Sacha, thank you so much for giving us an important insight and background into what it's like, someone on your side of the fence, because you probably won't be working in festivals probably until next year. Again. Sound of it.
No.
Yeah, so I guess it
No, but looking forward though to the to what does emerge. I mean, from any crisis, there does come an opportunity. There's a great opportunity there for for people to share their art and their songs and their tunes with with the world. Great, yeah. So let's see. Like, it'd be great to see a real grassroots resurgence, and that the creativity that comes out of this could be the greatest blessing.
So we're looking down the barrel of a massive opportunity for everyone in events and live music. Yeah, love it. Sacha, it's been really good to talk to you. It's been good to see you. It's been such a long time.
You too.
Please take care, and I guess we'll catch up very soon. And good luck with everything moving forward.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Sacha.